What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones the card game 2nd edition tournament video for you, brought to you by these awesome people that support the channel at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. The link is in the description below if you'd like to donate. And this one we got John playing Lanni Crossing against Kevin playing Tyrell Wars. Both two guys from my local meta. Currently playing Thursday nights at Waypoint Board Game Cafe in Dundas, Ontario. If you're in the area, you should come out and play with us. You guys have seen both these guys on the channel many times. We got the Mountain and a Lannisport merchant, on the Lannister side. Not the usual setup you see. And on the other side, we got a large Marge. Looks like Old Town and a Rose Garden. Interesting setup. Is the Lannister player playing March to the Wall? We're about to find out. But then again, maybe Kevin knows he's not, and that's why he set that up. Or maybe that's just all he could do, really. And heads on spikes into a late summer feast. So Lannister player winning initiative, choosing to go first. We're going to see some heads action here. And getting a Scheming Septon, getting 2 power. Didn't go with the big money plot to start out of Lannisters. Maybe he's not sitting on much he can really play, so he decided to go the heads on spikes route first. But he's going first, so did he see Jaime or Cersei here? Or he's just going to continue to try to put the military pressure on his opponent? He saw Tyrion. Has some stealth, can generate some gold, maybe get some ambush going. Then again, Hear Me Roar and Never Bet Against My Family are a thing, and Tyrion helps generate money for Hear Me Roars. So we could see something decent jump in here the first turn, and may see all 3 challenges happen. But then again, with Large Marge out there, unless you're holding a Treachery, you don't really want to do the military, depending if they get a Lord or King or not. Or I guess a Lord. Lord or King, search for a Lord or King, yeah. And it seems to be it. Sits on 2 gold. Over to Kevin, the Tyrell player here. And we got Littlefinger coming in. Getting 2 cards. So there's the Lord he needs to kill to bring in someone decent like Mace or Renly, maybe even Randall. But John does have that money ready for that Treachery. Now, a lot of crossing videos so far. Like I said in previous videos, if you haven't seen them, go back and check them out. They're in a playlist at Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. But have been a lot of Lannister crossing matches. There were quite a few, at least 4 that I know of out of this 30-person tournament. And they all did fairly well. We'll see if this video is another crossing steamroll here. And we got a Redwind Straits. So the crossing is out there to counter these type of Wars, Tyrell, or Martell decks, I believe. Just try to rush past them before they can get all set up and get the Mace passive power going, or all the big renown bodies on the board set up. So we'll see if that's how it goes here. But this is not the usual crossing start we've seen in previous videos. It's also not the usual Tyrell start, really, either. We don't see Hightower out there already, getting gold and drawing cards. So I believe we're in challenges now. We have a Nightmares on Tyrion, preventing some stealth and some gold degeneration. So we got a military challenge of 9, -1 from crossing. Has to be sitting on the Treachery. Or he's not. He went back on the challenge. He just realized Marge is sitting there, and I guess he doesn't have the Treachery.
Get whatever I grab. Get whatever I grab. You throw this on top of your deck. Well, it'll be shuffled this time. Nightmares on Tybee. I still think I do the middle.
You see a Hear Me Roar in hand there. He's debating still doing the military with Gregor. He is going to do it. He's going to roll the dice, as he says there. Sees what he hits off the top. Maybe kill somebody. So no defenders.
Now's the time.
No treachery yet. So Kevin's going to kill Littlefinger here. And search through his deck and grab a lord or a king. I would assume you get Renly, but depends what he has in his hand. Maybe he wants Mace to start. He does have a couple of gold there, so he could possibly ambush someone in.
Make sure they're all there.
But he doesn't have the high tower to get the gold to then pay for Mace or any of that stuff. But
You're like, oh shit, I missed the maze.
yeah, Renly seems like the safe play. Big body, helps defend challenges, gets you to draw some cards. And then dig into the cards you're looking for.
Wow.
And he hits a Marge off the top, and Marjorie is dead.
Start.
That is not great, and Kevin making sarcastic comments there about it being a good start. That is bad. So the the mountain hit the jackpot. Wow. That is rough.
Pow.
And we get a power for 4. Friendly defends. We'll have to give up a card off Late Summer Feast. But he also gets to draw cards of his own.
I forgot about the trigger, and I was like, oh no, oh, not like this. This is power. Yes, sir. So unopposed till game 1. That's it. Unless you have a power, I say. Yeah, unopposed.
Yeah, he's going to let it go unopposed, not worried about his Spear Claim since it's only 4. Now we got to Hear Me Roar being played for 1.
This side.
He's going to put in Janos Slint.
Intrigue for 4. 4, 6.
And we have an Intrigue. 4 Strength, getting +2 off crossing. It's got Intimidate, but Renly doesn't really care about that. We could see a character ambushed in here, possibly still. Does Kevin care about what's in his hand, though? He may defend with Renly. Yeah, there's the ambush.
I wanted to be that.
Blocks the unopposed.
Yep, I will.
And he gets that crossing power, and now goes for the Intrigue Claim. And it's another copy of Old Town.
Partner in. Power.
And a power challenge with Renly.
Unopposed flame.
See if they remember the forced reaction. Yeah, there it is. Kevin reminding his opponent to draw a card. Like a classy gentleman. And he's the renown and insight off Renly. It is loyal. So we're calling a green pool, so he'll draw an extra card.
Where's my sorcery? Let's go this sorcery. I'll use.
He's going to use Old Town, name a card type. It's going to say character. It is a character, so he gets to draw it and gain a power.
The absolute man. You're Dom. I have to discard a card. Sure.
So the Tyrell player actually,
Your Dom power.
what's he sitting on now? 4 power. Dominance goes to the Lannisters. And they are now at 6. And Janos Slit getting discarded since he was brought in with a Hear Me Roar.
Yep. Discard Great Hall Redwood Straits.
It looks like Great Hall and Redwind Straits there. Toss for taxation on the Tyrell side.
Oh, sorry. I have to discard another one.
Do you have any other things?
Yeah, you're not playing Doran. Doran's not for Oh man. I said mountain and it was a sign that was like, he's gonna fucking hit every time. Every freaking thing. Are all the ships on here? Or is it just 40?
It's every ship and every.
Is it just 40k?
No, it's sci-fi.
So is the Mountain going to hit again here in the next round?
It's like the Death Star and shit.
I got that start.
Which big Lanny dude will John see next? Is he going to have Tywin? Is he going to have Cersei? Is he going to have Jaime? And it looks like Crown of Gold is also pitched there for, or Crown of Gold and Roses, sorry, is also pitched there for taxation on the Tyrell side. Still a tight game. Lannister hasn't completely run away with it, but I mean, 6 power on the first turn is pretty nuts. Heads on spikes into King of the North. No king on the Lannister side right now, so he's not able to trigger anything. But Renly is out on the other side, so he does have a king and can trigger stuff without issue. And he hit a hand's judgment there on the heads on spikes, so no power for that. No Cersei in play to just get that extra power.
This is only non-force triggers, right?
Yeah, force is done by the game, not by the player.
Yeah, so Kevin just saying about the forced reactions do trigger, even though King of the North is out. And that's what I thought, and I mentioned that, I think, in the last video. I appreciate if you guys have left comments letting me know. They are triggered by the game like I thought. Kevin's our one of our in-house rules experts in our meta. We also have Alex Hines, who plays with us. Now that he's moved to our neighborhood. He now plays with us weekly, so that's always good to have those rules experts around.
Tight.
So we got Grand Maester Pycelle in play. And he's suddenly not being played anymore. Takesies backsies here. And like I said, these two guys are metamates, so might be a little more relaxed here. They do play together pretty much every week. So we get a Great Hall. And the Hound played for 3. Great Hall not triggered, obviously. No king.
Kind of figured that was coming. I didn't know if it goes here.
So a Rose Garden on the other side for the limited.
Yeah, that's probably my best bet. Trying to stop you from
A dupe on Renly. He's going to need that out there with that mountain pulling a 7 cost off the deck next. Calling it. Think he's going to flip a mace off the top of the deck. He needs to get a Scheming Septon out there, so he can put him on the top of the deck and only have to worry about 2 costs getting killed.
Let me know the cards in your head when you're done that.
And Sir calling to green pools.
Go ahead, Ski.
7 gold saved, and he's done marshalling. Wow.
Jeez, I want to rent for green.
Sitting on the ambush. Tons and tons of ambush. Or just nothing at all. So an intrigue, stealthing Renly. 3 strength, -1 from crossing. Can't trigger Tyrion, no king.
Trigger, please. Trigger, please.
Can't let you, sir. I can't let you do that, sir.
So 2 gold spent. We have another Old Town Informer. He's going to bestow here. He's going to cycle some cards. He's digging. Obviously not seeing the cards he wants to see yet. And he's going to draw 2 and discard 2. Might as well do it now before Cersei comes in play. You don't want to be using those effects while she's around. But then again, with King in the North in play right now, he could do it no problem. It looks like another Redwind Straits. It's going to pitch there. What is the other card he is going to discard? It's going to block for 4 with the 2 Old Town Informers. And completely defend the challenge. He likes what he has in hand right now. Obviously by how hard it was for him to decide what to discard there on that second discard.
The trigger
He's got a plan.
I just clammed the other old town.
So does he continue on to try to do 3 of his challenges here for crossing? What does he do now? The military or the power? Like he said, military, he thinks just the old town of Former will be a claim, but... So he's going to try the power here with the Hound. 6 strength. Sir Colin of Green Pools is, I believe, a 4 on power challenges. And Renly's a 6. So he could just defend and stop the power from bleeding. Another high tower spy coming in here. I think he's going to be able to do his Old Town of Former again if he wants.
Do you choose the character first? Unreveal?
Yeah, I'm choosing Renly.
So he's going to choose Renly as the target here and reveal the top card. It's a 1. So 1 cost. So Renly is now a 7.
I will defend the power challenge. Good.
So it's enough, and he defends.
Oh, is it the cost?
Yeah, it's cost. It's not strength.
I thought it was character.
No, no.
The character gets plus X,
not
but
it,
it turns into cost. Yep.
So he defends 7, wins on defense, gets a renown.
Oh, sorry. Before the challenge results, I'll use Old Town.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So he's going to use Old Town before the challenge resolves here in the action window after declaring defenders.
Challenge.
And he names, of course,
Renown.
attachment, gets the milk of the poppy, draws it, gets a power. And draws off the insight, but doesn't seem to be loyal.
Card hands, 5.
And the Hound did not win, so no forced reaction.
Should have done it with him. Could've killed herself.
And now the Mountain coming in on a military for 12.
No defenders.
Unopposed.
I'm crossing.
Takes renown. He can pillage, but he can't trigger the Mountain's ability. It's a 7. I called it. I called it was a 7. But he can't trigger it. I haven't seen this video, I swear. Oh, wow. It wasn't mace like I thought, but it was a 7 cost. Holy jeez. King of the North saving Kevin's bacon there. I mean, he can save with Renly's dupe, but still.
No dominance.
Alright, so Lannister player at 8 power. Tyrell player coming up here. Sitting at 9. Doing a good job at fending off the rush and gaining power when he can. Old Town coming through here. We have ourselves a game. I think the Tyrell player just needs to get Mace out there and then start those shenanigans, and he could close out on the other side if he gets Cersei going. He could close it out himself too. I think we've seen both heads on spikes though. So we got force marched into breaking ties.
Your choice.
Go first.
Go first. Sure.
You're military, right?
Sure.
So military, Sir Colin of Green Pools and the Hound takes down Renly to trigger the effect again. I'll force marched.
I'll change my mind then.
I'm just down.
Oh, he's actually going to do the Mountain instead.
Sure. All good?
Makes sense. He's a monocon. But he's a renowned body. But with Tyrion and the Hound going, you can get extra challenges out of the Hound. Possibly if he's got the coin.
Thanks, Matt.
So breaking ties. We could see Sir Colin of Green Pools triggered to send the Mountain back to hand.
Correct.
We could see the Hound sent back to hand.
Oh, full location.
Tyrion has a dupe.
I can ban with locations, yeah. The non-loyal, but I see.
I don't know if breaking ties says cannot be saved, but Tyrion is non-loyal also.
4, 5, 6.
There's Jaime. He's also not loyal.
You have no gold
Juicy, juicy breaking ties targets all over the place here. And I'm sure the Tyrell player has some more cheap loyals he can put into play. This could be bad, bad, bad news for the Lannister player. But taking Renly down is going to slow down the Tyrell player also. Speaking of speed, we have Standy Randy on the board now. And a milk on Tyrion to shut down any stealth and gold generation again.
No challenge actions.
What's up? No. Well, do you have any challenge action? No, neither one.
So no pre-challenge actions from either player. We're going to wait for the breaking ties here after a challenge is made.
Military 5.
Military 5 with the Hound. No Jaime in there.
I guess I gotta throw him in too.
Yeah, he's going to put Jaime in on the challenge. Makes sense.
Oh, that's not.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he'd throw the Hound in there, but
I think it's right.
Thank the cow.
Did you win?
Plot 3 again on the spikes.
I'm on plot 3, so it's good.
Yeah, Eddie, send out messages and.
Let's do the intrigue 3.
so intrigue of 3 to start actually with Tyrion. I don't think he's going to get to his third challenge. I'm sure Kevin will stop him here with the breaking ties on one of the challenges by sending the character back to hand.
2 3-2s, I think we'll make it in.
He's actually going to trigger Old Hound here before declaring defenders.
I'll use old down. Character.
And he's going to name character. It's another Milk of the Poppy.
That's a miss.
And now he's going to throw in the Old Town Informer to block the unopposed. Gets a growing strong. I'm sure that was one of his ways of fueling Randall there to get some challenges, to get multiple challenges through.
Do the mill for 5, you bounce. Do the mill for 6, you bounce.
I couldn't decide if
That's good to me. Mill for 5.
So he's going to do the military challenge with Jaime, not kneeling to attack, of course.
I'll bounce.
And the Old Town Informer going back to hand. I forgot she was loyal to send Jaime back to hand.
Royal characters.
And Sir Colin of Greenpool is just sitting there. We know what he's going to do. And the third challenge, power, 8 strength. And it's going to block for 7. And he has a second growing strong. Randy's going to stand. And get renown. And now do his own challenges. He's going to do a power. He knows what's up. Just get those power challenges through. Try to win faster than the Lannister player here. And he's going to bounce the mountain
No, Dom.
to set the Lannister player back a couple power. Nobody gets dominance. 1 card left in the Tyrell player's hand. Lannister player is going to pitch a whole bunch there, including the mountain. A Casterly Rock. Two power left for the Tyrell player to close it out here. What's he gonna use here to close? He's gonna do a pull in the strings to try to trigger heads on spikes. If he hits a character, it's over.
I was hoping to get the Gregor, but here we are. Well, if I get anything.
And it's Jamie, and it's over just like that. Uses the heads on spikes against him. Congrats to Kevin on that one. Thanks for both of them for playing on camera. Thanks to you for being here and watching. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. Hit that little alarm bell button to be notified when the next videos go up. Or when we go live, if you want to donate, click the link in the description below. Also, slap that like button to help the channel grow and help other people find the videos. Feel free to leave comments below and share these videos on social media. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.